Whoops, sorry about that. It is currently 10:35 p.m. on Wednesday, 2 days before Valentine's Day. And I am recording this last minute because I completely forgot it was Valentine's Day Friday. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So much fun. Yeah. Today was weird because I worked morning shift, so I worked from 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. And uh, so I woke up at like 3. So, and then I got to work and it was fine and it was good and it was great and all. And then my coworker got there and I don't like this coworker. I don't like I like one of my coworkers right now, but we don't really work together because we're both cooks. So we just don't really work together. Um but the others are they're old and bitchy. Working with older people suck because even though I've been there the longest, I have been there a year and a half, and I've been there the longest, no one listens to me because I am the youngest. And it's so much fun because I tell them, hey, we have to do something this way because of safety regulation. So could you please not do it the way you're doing it? And every single time it's like, don't backtalk me. I know what I'm doing. Don't backtalk me. It's like, bitch, I am not backtalking. I am trying to help you so we don't get a fucking shutdown. This place is gonna get shut down. And I don't know if I care anymore. Like, yeah, I feel bad for the others, but genuinely, it is so messed up right now. Hopefully, it smooths down. And hopefully, I get a new job anyways. I have applied to so many different things, but everyone says they're hiring and that no one wants to work. But then you apply and you apply and you apply and no one gets back to you. And then you call and you call and you call. Sorry, that was loud. Anyway, you call and they don't answer and they don't call you back. And then when they do, it's to tell you, oh, we were never hiring for that position in the first place. If you can't tell, I am very. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm reading these chocolate rocks because I have chocolate rocks. I love chocolate rocks, right? And I saw the Best By date. Do they expire? Oh, okay. I can still eat them, which is good because I ate them all today. I need to check that when I buy them, but I don't. Probably should, but I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't care about it. They're they're chocolate rocks, and it's better than me eating actual rocks. Anyway, so I was at work, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know if I got a paper cut or, but my pinky really hurts right now. And I have this rash that's well, I don't have a paper cut. It's not a paper cut. Why did I say paper cut? Anyway, it is this rash that starts at my pinky and just goes down to my knuckle and then crosses all my knuckles all the way to my thumb knuckle, and then it started traveling upwards. And I took a Benadryl earlier, which is why I'm not recording this at 2 p.m. like I had planned because I had to take a Benadryl, and then I got my siblings from the bus and promptly died after getting them home. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. We're having fun. Yeah. Okay, so there's gonna be a couple. Actually, there's gonna be a couple up today. So yeah, I think this is just gonna be like a separate little me ranting video about Valentine's Day. And then I'll have all the one shots so that you guys can decide if you want to listen to this or not. Yeah, because I'm nice. I'm not nice. I am a very mean person. I'm not nice at all. Especially when I decide I just don't. Because I have given my everything to this job. This job has completely. This job has completely ruined everything for me. It has ruined my sanity. It has ruined my hope and my. Not my dreams. I still have dreams. Have I ever told you guys about my dreams? So, my big life goal, plan for the future, top of the stars, furthest star away dreams, right? Have I ever told you guys about that? Well, if I haven't, I'm going to now because I can't and you guys can't stop me. You could skip over this. You could skip over this, but you're not going to. You're not going to because you want to hear what I want to do, okay? I want to become a private investigator, but I specifically want to work on cold cases. And I want to do that for about 20 years. And then when I'm 40, I want to move to Seattle. And I want to start working as like a police officer there and then slowly work up so that by the time I'm like 55, I can become chief of police. Or I'll be realistic and do like 60. Once I get to 60, I'll become chief of police and then it is in Seattle, right? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, in Seattle. And then go to Seattle and move there and be like, "Hey, FBI people. FBI people, come here. Come look at this case. Come look at this." And if you know the case, you know the case. And da 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 da, what is going on? Why am I getting a warning? There, it should not be. Oh, okay, I fixed it. Sorry. I don't know what that was. Genuinely don't know what that was. That was weird. I just got a warning on my screen and I don't know where it came from. Anyway, that was loud. I am once again sorry. That was very, very loud. I didn't mean to yell in your ears. But anyway, I go to how do I get this to. No, I don't want to open another group. I want to put all my Google tabs in a group, but I can't figure out how to do it automatically. There's a place downtown where the freaks are na 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 na. People. What is that song? Why do I know that song? There's a place downtown, not town one, where the freaks all come. Oh, it's Take It Off by Keisha. Anyway, as I was saying before I get distracted, anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted and then distracted again, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the Valentine's Day thing. I can't decide if I want to do. Because what I'm going to do for podficking is I'm going to upload like a bunch of little one shots, but I'm not going to do what I did last time and put them all in one story. because they're by different like orphaned accounts, I think, unless one account orphaned them all. But I don't think, because they have very, very different writing styles. It's weird. Yeah. Brian, please work. I'm still like weird from the Benadryl. I always get really weird. Like, I don't get Benadryl dreams, okay? Benadryl has always affected me weirdly. One time when I was in second grade, I got bit by an ant and ended up like getting really, really sick from that. It was like behind my ear where the ant bit. I don't know how an ant got behind my ear, but it bit behind my ear and then it like swelled up to like twice swelled up like to twice its normal size, and then I got like really, really sick and I was sent home because I got sick everywhere, and I was given a Benadryl and put to bed, and then I did not wake up for like a full day. I think it was a full day. It was a full day. I didn't wake up for like 24, 48 hours. And then, yeah. So I've always had like really weird reactions to like medicine, like Dramamine, because I get really motion sick even now. Especially when I'm driving, which is like really sucky. Um, so I get like really bad uh when I used to take Dramamine, um, I would get like very like unresponsive for the rest of the day. The rest of the day I would be like very out of it, unresponsive, not able to focus on anything. It was just like complete disassociation for like the rest of like that day and part of the next day depending on when I took it. And so now it's like better, but it's still like pretty bad with that. And it's not funny. It's not funny, but I laugh because I don't know how to react to it. But then, like, steroids, because sometimes I get like really, really bad allergic reactions and nothing helps, and Benadryl doesn't help, and like, really nothing helps at all. So I end up like once my lips start turning blue and I my throat starts closing up, they usually just take me to quick care, and quick care gives me a steroid shot, and then I'm sent home, and then I sleep for days straight. And then there was this one medicine I was on that was supposed to help with like my Meniere's, and it made my blood pressure skyrocket, and then I would get like really dizzy and faint and would faint at work, which was not good. So I stopped taking it. And then I told my doctor about it, and he's like, "Yeah, don't take that anymore. That should not do that, but you're weird." So he literally told me I was weird because I have weird reactions to medicine. And I finally got in to see him again today. Or not today, but yesterday, Tuesday, I got in to see him. And that was fun because we finally are getting me back in physical therapy, and I'll be able to like, because I have a condition with my back and it is very hard for me to walk sometimes, and it hurts a lot, and work does not help, especially when, yeah, when my boss is there, she does not like us sitting down at all, like not even for our like lunch break. And which I know that's bad, I know that's not allowed, but I don't care. I tell her. I usually sit down anyways when I have like 5-10 minutes, because I genuinely should not be standing that long, but I do, because there are some days where I genuinely just don't have enough time to do everything. But I have had time the last, like, since I got back after surgery, to just do everything, because my boss never has all the things I need to make, and then I'm scrambling last minute, and it's so frustrating, you guys. Yeah, yeah. So if you ever hear this, boss, if you ever hear this, I don't know why you would hear this. I hope you don't ever hear this. No, actually, I hope you do. I hope you do find after. Um, yeah. You're still not as bad as my old boss was. My old boss was so bad, and it got so bad that literally anytime I saw her, I would go into like a dissociative state for like a few days afterwards. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. And genuine, like, that's a whole nother. I don't know why I'm trauma dumping on you guys. I shouldn't. This was supposed to be fun and lighthearted, and it is. It is very fun and lighthearted. I trauma dump a lot though, which isn't very good, but it is good because hey, feelings. And I used to never tell anyone anything, and I would bottle it up, and then I would explode, and no one would know why, and I wouldn't even know why because nothing would be bothering me, and then I would explode, and yeah. Anyway, so I got back to the doctor and we're getting everything figured out again. They're still working on getting me tested for HEEDS or HEDS, hypermobility Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and they're still like trying to figure out what I'm allergic to because I'm allergic to something. We just can't figure it out and it's weird. I like I said, I have very really weird reactions to things like I'm allergic to every single grass that exists. Like every single one. And then I'm allergic to sugar beets, but I'm not allergic to sugar. Just allergic to sugar beets, which I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Works. I don't know how that works, but yeah, it is weird. It is weird. It is weird. And I'm not allergic to sugar, but I'm allergic to sugar beets. And then I'm allergic to cotton and latex, which is another weird allergy. Being allergic to latex is like really weird. And then I have a gluten allergy. I have a gluten allergy, and it is not bad enough to kill me, but it is. But it explains why I was very, very sick all the time. Literally all the time whenever I ate. Because that's all my family eat is that things that have gluten in them. And so I'm still like, it has gotten a lot better because now if there's no alternative, I just don't eat. Or I go buy myself a salad from the store. And then just usually it's a fend for yourself type deal for me because they eat a lot of pastas and a lot of sandwiches here. And 99% of the time, and then I eat a lot of chips too. I shouldn't. I shouldn't eat as many chips as I do, but I do. It's fun. But yeah, I don't know what else to rant about. Oh yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for Valentine's Day for writing. I have a few ideas. I just if you guys can't tell by everything I've written before, I'm not very good at the romance stuff. I'm not. I'm not good at writing in general. I lose interest very quickly in things. But, like, oh no. Wait, I forgot that I published. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, there are some things that are good and fine. And yeah. And then there are just things that are not. I'm not good at writing romance. I love reading about romance, though. I am a hopeless romantic. Hopeless romantic, as in, I did not do romance for the life of me. One time, my coworker told me he liked me, and I told him I had to talk to my therapist about it. Which was funny. We're friends, though. He's awesome. He really is awesome. And yeah. But no, I don't do romance writing. I can't write romance because I have been in like two, neither of them were actually real relationships before. And oh, it's Pixie, my pug. Have I ever told you guys about how I got my username? No? Okay. Well, I think I have at some point, but I'm gonna tell you again because I love this story, okay? So I was trying to find, oh God, because for a very long time I went by Fandomic Queen and then Fandomic Royalty when I figured out, hey, I might not entirely be feminine. And so for a long time I went by like Fandomic Queen or Fandomic Royalty. And even on Pinterest now it's still that. But it's also Pugs and Coffee Breath because I like anyway. So I was trying to find like a new one because I hated Fandomic Royalty. It was like, no, it was made by 10-year-old me when I shouldn't have had any social media, but I had all the social medias because I had grandparents who didn't know how to check that stuff, and I was given permission to have Facebook just to message my older sister about something. And then I kind of just took off from there. And yeah, but so I was trying to find a new username because I had started um reading AO3 instead of Wattpad, and I'm like, listen, I don't want to transition over to AO3 with this name, so I need to find something. And then I was sitting in my room and I was sitting on the floor because it was floor time. And my pug, her name is Pixie and I love her, and she's like almost 20. She is my age, okay? My cousin got her when she was she got her when she was in sophomore year. So my cousin was 15 when she got her, and Pixie was already like 4 at that point. So Pixie is my age. Pixie is my age. She is almost 20. She is like going deaf, and she is like mostly blind, and she sounds like she's dying like 90% of the time. And it's not funny, but it's funny because then we all give her loves and she loves it. We give her loves all the time anyways. But anyway, so she's doing great though. Anyway, so she hates the like smell and taste of coffee. If she tastes it, she'll like get sick, which is like normal, but this is over dramatically sick, okay? She is a very dramatic pug. Anyway, so I was like trying to find a username, and she walks in and I'm like, Pixie, you're. I'm not allowed to have the dogs in my room because I have birds. And at the time I didn't, but I wasn't allowed to have the dogs in there unless I was in there. And I was like getting ready to leave my room. And I'm like, Pixie, you can't be in here unless you're going to help me find a username. And so she walks over to my coffee and she looks down at it and she looks at me. And I'm like, what? That's coffee. Don't drink it. You're not going to like it. And she leans her head forward and she licks it. And then she like dog thingy dogs do. And the little snorty snort thing. And I'm like, what? Why'd you do that? Why are you like this? And she just stares at me and I'm like, you now have coffee breath. And she nods. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Talking about you. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You hear me say your name, old lady? You hear me say your name? Yes, we do. Hi, Summer. Summer is our pit bull. We love her too. She, because the door isn't open enough. I will be with you in a second. I will be with you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, so then I'm like, you now have coffee breath. And she stops and she looks at me. And I'm like, pugs and coffee breath? And she nods. and then she leaves. And it was so funny. And yeah. Okay, I have to go take her out of my room now. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get her out of my room because, well, out of my little sister's room because they're not allowed in here other than Max. Max is my Nana's dog, but then my Nana went to the retirement home, and so now he lives with us. It was only supposed to be like a few weeks at first because my uncle was supposed to find a place for him to go, but then he just never did, and so now Max has been living with us. And my little sister he kind of adopted my little sister. He is so protective over her. No one's allowed near her. If they like and if he cannot actively get to her, he will throw a fit, and it's so funny. And he is like 2 years. He is like 13, 14. How young? How old is my younger sister? Max, how old are you, buddy? Are you my old man? You my old man? Yeah, you old man? Yeah. Anyway, so he's like 14, 15. And then we have Mousy, who is like, she's like 13 or 14. And then I don't know how old Bella is. And then Summer and Bernie are both like 4 now. They're both 4 because we got them the same year. And then we have Lila, who is also 4. And then I don't know how old Simon is. Simon was a stray who kind of just like wandered into our house and never left. Or, well, no, Mama is the stray who wandered into our house and never left. And we know she's older, we just don't know how old she is. And then Simon is the one that was at the place my aunt and I work at, and she brought him home one day. Anyway, so my cousin used to hate cats, like not a fan of cats at all. And then one day, one winter, it was the night we had just finished my theater, my play, right? I was in a play and we had just finished that, and I was going to like the after party. And all of a sudden, this cat slips in the door. And see, my cousin's husband, my other cousin, what is allergic to cats, and so we were not allowed cats. And so this cat wanders in, and I take it back outside, and I feel so bad because it's the middle of winter. It is like December. It is too cold for this cat to be outside. And so we take him back outside, but I make like I bring a old blanket out that we were going to get rid of anyway, and like like pile it up in a place where like by where it was like warmer, because we had this like thing out there, and I don't really know what it was, but it like kept the space around it warm. And so I put the blanket there, not too close, but it was like still where it would be warm enough. And then he just kept slipping inside and would not leave. And then I'm taken to the party, and I call them afterwards, and I'm like, "Hey, party's over, come get me." They went to the pet store. This cat had gotten into the car and laid on my cousin's lap, and they went to the pet store and bought things for it. And then we kind of just and now they love cats, and my other cousin is no longer allergic to cats, or at least not allergic to the ones we have. And it's fun. And yeah. So yeah, that's that story. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to figure out what to say. But this is already like almost 30 minutes long. So I think I'm gonna be done ranting for now and then just go find fix for me to podfic. And okay, so there is a reason I am only doing like orphan or my own stories, and that is because I am absolutely terrified to ask. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys have been following me this long, but I had a podfic account before I figured out they were called podfic, and I thought I was so inventional just reading stories online and getting like the author's opinions on it after the episodes, and I thought it was so cool and I was doing something so I was not. It was podficking without me knowing it was podficking. Anyway, so I had asked this one author, and this was when I was still on Wattpad, so I was like young. I was like 12 at the time. And I asked this one author and it went very, very badly. And so I'm afraid I know it's not going to happen again. I know it won't happen again. But I am afraid to ask people now because of that. And sorry. And so now I'm just afraid to ask people. And yeah. So if you want to know, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, if you want me to podfic any of your works, I would. I would. But I'm not gonna like outright ask just yet, which is why I'm only doing the like until I get like to a place where I'm like confident, more confident in this and doing this. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, okay. I need a name for you guys. I don't have a name for you guys. Usually, usually, like in I have a Discord. I will link the Discord below. But I have a Discord and you I just it's called Pug's Brewery, and I just I don't yeah. And then I have another one where it's just like my closest friends, and it's called Ollie's Children. And like it's so dead, but it's cool. It is cool. Who's this? Oh, okay, I know who that is. And then yeah. So anyway, I need to find a name for you guys. I could call you Beans. Hello, my beans. Goodbye, my bean. No, that's kind of weird. No. Um, help me find a name, please, and thank you in the comments. In the comments, suggest names for me to call you. Because I could just call you my children, but I don't want to do that because I call my friends my children. I adopt friends a lot. I adopt my little brother. The 18-year-old. He has a crush on this person. And before I figured out that the person he has a crush on and one of his friends who I adopted was the same person, I adopted his friend. So now he tells everyone he has a crush on his nibbling or his nibbling. And it is so funny because then he has to explain. He has to go, "No, I'm not pulling a Jacob. No, not pulling a Jacob. I'm not P. Diddy." Literally, he told someone that. And then he had to explain it, and they thought it was hilarious that I had adopted this friend only to find out that it's my brother's crush. So, yeah. I think it's funny. I do. Oh god, this video is like 34 minutes long already. Okay. I'm gonna go. Help me find a name in the Okay. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.